So are Helocs from hell? That's the question. Simple answer, if you take the Heloc, use your equity, buy perishable goods go down in value. A few years later, they're worth nothing. You owe more on your house, not a good idea. If you take a Heloc on your home, use that Heloc to invest so you can make that money grow while your house is also growing in value. Could be a great idea. Hey, before I go on, I want to invite you again, please, to subscribe and turn on those bell notifications. We're going to give you updates every day as this market changes. You're going to see some crazy stuff the next 2 or 3 years. You're not going to want to miss out. So I want to encourage you to subscribe, turn on those bell notifications so you don't miss one of the videos as they come out day by day. Let's go back to Helocs. There was a lot of news the last 2 weeks on Helocs. JP Morgan Chase and Wells Fargo both stopped their Heloc programs. So if you bank with those two organizations, it's a little bit too late for this video. But there are still Helocs out there. And here's the issue I want you to consider. I want you to think about 2006 to 2009 and then think about 2020. What do you want to use your Heloc for? And what have you got in your plan ahead, right? A lot of people are saying right now, how do I hold on? But what's your plan ahead? Think about 2006. 2006 homes, say, were worth $400,000 on average in the area where we are. People owed about $200,000 because their value had shot up. So they had equity between $200,000 and $400,000 of $200,000, $150,000 in equity. However, what happened was between 2006 and 2009, there was about a 35% drop. So there's the line of what was owed. Here's the equity. And suddenly all those people who had that equity was gone. They had to wait way past 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 10 years later where the value came back up here. So they had equity again in their home as much as they had 10 years before. My point is that many people took equity out of their home here, banked the equity, and when the market was at the bottom, they had money then to buy property and let it grow back up. Then they got their equity back and they had profit on a second, third, fourth, fifth home. A lot of people did very, very well in that time. Now, today, where are we today? Let's say you have a home of $500,000. You owe $300,000 on it. There's equity in it. We don't know what's going to happen. If we followed a similar trend, what's going to happen? A lot of people are going to say in 2023, 2024, wow, there's some great deals out there. Maybe work will have been tougher. You don't have so much liquid cash and your equity might be gone. We don't know that, but your equity might be gone or less. So a lot of very smart people leverage their equity at this stage of the game. They leverage their equity, don't buy an RV with it, but they bank it. So when they bank it later on, yes, there's a higher payment, but later on they've got the money to benefit from buying bargains that are out there. Be careful if you do take out a Heloc. Make sure you can afford the payment. Make sure you bank that payment. Make sure that your property is going to appraise, because if the market does slope down, the appraisal becomes more and more difficult, and watch out for those fees. Always, I would say, make sure that you can cover the payment. But understand, there is nothing worse than seeing bargains and not having the money to take advantage of it. Again, don't miss one of these videos as we help you negotiate your way through this very, very interesting time over the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years. Thanks for watching.